The curses? What you mean, like Deuteronomy 28? You read Deuteronomy 28, it's curses on so-called black people, so-called Mexican people, so-called Native American people. Read Deuteronomy 28, and it's our whole life.
Deuteronomy 28?
Yep.
Thank you.
Indeed, indeed.
Hey, just to add to what you were saying, it's about accepting challenges. You can't back down from a challenge.
That's what it is. Go ahead.
Because hey, as you mentioned earlier, that's what the book of Sirach, the 2nd chapter says. It says that acceptable men are tried in the furnace of adversity.
What does it say after that? Or before that, when thou comest to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. That's being tested. That's being tested. You're serving the Lord. So you're going to be tested, man. Because you're trying to do the right thing. Why Satan gonna mess with you if you're doing what he wants you to do anyway? You feel me? This is it's a marathon, man. This is a job of endurance. All right? This is a job of endurance, like the brother said. All right, you might beat temptation on day 1. What about day 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and on and on and on? Like, this ain't like, hey, because that happened to me before. I overcame a situation, woohoo! And then I failed like a couple days after. Like, damn. You feel me? Yeah, you're celebrating too early. And what are you celebrating for? You ain't saved yet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it will feel good if you overcome temptation or a situation that might put a chink in your armor, so to speak, you know, spiritually. But don't celebrate too early because the war ain't over, man. They're going to come back with reinforcements.
Right.
All right? Because it tell you in Ephesians the 6th chapter that what? This is the spiritual war. This is the spiritual. You got to fight demons. You got to fight big dog Satan. You got to fight you fight yourself, man, because you're fighting this flesh. Okay?
That's your main battle.
That's your main battle. Is yourself, because all of that consists of that. Nobody knows you like you know. You know what I'm saying? You can tell me you ain't scared of this, scared of that, but you within yourself know that you're scared of this and scared of that. And that's why it's going to be manifest. All right? The things you say is going to be manifest.
Back in 1 Corinthians 11.
Don't it say like every man should count the word? Every idle word that a man shall speak, you know? So if you're saying I'm this, I'm that, hey, guess what? You're bringing that energy towards you.
Yep.
And it's going to come and test you. All right? Just make sure that you meant what you said, man. Okay? And that's why you gotta watch what you say. And you gotta be sincere about things, man. You can't do anything to please men. All right? You can't do anything to just. Now there will be situations where you might not be feeling a certain way, and then brothers like, man, come on, man, you know, then you can end up having a good time or something like that. But if brothers wanna, you know, drink, and you like, nah, I ain't trying to drink, you know, like there's even scriptures about that, you know what I'm saying? But man, it's not just I'm an Israelite, I'm about to make it, man. All right, but you gotta examine yourself. You heard that definition though? Well, we got the main part of it, you know.
It just kept saying the same thing over and over. Every platform said the same thing.
You read the scripture here?
Fine. This is book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11 and verse 28. It says, "But let a man examine himself, and so let him eat of that bread and drink of that cup."
First, you gotta examine yourself. You gotta prove yourself, which is what? Counting the cost. All right. Are you ready to build? Do you have enough to build? Because if you just go gun ho and start building, like, hey, I need a lot more with this. But here it is. You done put all of this. You done spent
all your resources, all your time.
Spend all your time, all your resources in this project. And guess what? You don't have enough. You don't have enough. All right. You should have invested more in your resources. You should have utilized your time more. Okay, to have enough to get more resources. Okay.
All right, it says, verse 29, "For he that eateth and drinketh unworthily, eateth and drinketh damnation to himself, not discerning the Lord's body.
You're not even attentive to what's going on. You're just doing it because other people's doing it. You know? Hey, I'm a Black Hebrew Israelite too. Yay! You know what I'm saying? Like Nick Cannon, he knows about it. Chingy knows about it. What's that? Kendrick Lamar knows about it. And the dude off of the movie that he was in a movie with Bow Wow, like, nigga, I can't eat. I'm broke. You know what I'm saying? He know about it. Brother sent the picture. He had a picture all posted up with twisted his hair that said 144K on it. Like, you're doing all of this in vain, man. All right? You're just acknowledging that you're an Israelite, but are you living? This is a life. Like, people making gym posts. This is not, I mean, how they word it, but this is not service, this is a lifestyle. You know, like I do this on a regular. I'm in the gym, you looking for me, I'm in the gym. I'm not at home, I'm in the gym. Like, with this word, man, this is a lifestyle. It's not double dutch, man. You get in, whoop, they killing it today. Ooh, I can't handle it today. Nah. Y'all go ahead. Let me swing the rope. Like, no. You feel me? You get in, you stay in until it's done, man. You fighting to the end. You can't talk a big game and then get in the ring with Mayweather and then like, I was just playing. Like, nah, you was talking shit.
That's what you say, he that is a Jew is one inward. You know, so hey, this is the spirit that's in you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't move on with it. Then one day you Israelite and everything is good, everything going good for you. Most High suffering with you. And you have one bad in there for you.
Like you said, I think it was last week or a couple weeks ago, this is putting all your eggs in one basket. Ain't no plan B. This is what I want. This is what I got. This is what I want. It's gonna come with the good, it's gonna come with the bad, it's gonna come with the ugly. But this is what I want. And when you come to serve the Lord, you prepare thy soul for temptation, man.
Hey,
you don't prepare your soul for abundance of riches. Prepare your soul for peace. You know what I'm saying? You gotta find your peace within this truth. You know? That's a whole nother level though. Like the Lord had found peace within himself with his mission. Like, this is what I gotta do. I don't care whatever comes with it. I know what's coming with it, but this must be done. All right? We know what comes with this territory. Demons, Satan, all right, getting on your women, getting on your children. Anything to try to shake your faith, man. But like I said, it's another level. Having peace with that. In a sense of, like, yeah, we accept it. But I'm talking about having peace, like, man, that's part of the game. That's part of the game. At the end of the day, we are human beings, this flesh. But man, you're gonna need that. The Lord, the more you eat, the more the Lord's gonna give you, man. Alright? Unless he know that it's just too much for you. I don't know why people seem the need to speed off after they look at it. Like, you have a charger, congratulations. It's part of the elements when we convert to that.
So back in 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 30. It says, for this cause many are weak and sickly among you, and many sleep.
For what cause? Because they're doing it unworthily. They're not examining themselves, man. Alright? They're not examining themselves. That's why they're weak. That's why they're sick. Alright? You have to examine yourself. So it goes beyond that. Don't scrutinize me, don't judge me, because you need that. You might not be able to see everything.
Exactly.
You feel me? Part of war is not that you can't see behind you. That's why I use the movie and everything, but the Spartans had a certain way that they fought. So they can protect everybody, not just themselves. Alright? They was thinking about everybody, man. Okay? Like, nah, you can't be in the army because you can't lift your shield. If you do that, then they're going to break through that way where you at, and then everything we just worked for is all done away with.
Okay. You're only as strong as your weakest link.
Only as strong as your weakest link, man. And then, like it tells you in 1 Corinthians 12, man, the small body parts matter too. You know what I'm saying? If you don't think your small body part matter, cut your big toe off and go run. See, cut 5 of your toes off on 1 foot and go run. Like,
You know how you appreciate things? Lose it. Let you injure something. Let you injure that little pinky. You know how hard it is to open a door with an injured pinky?
that's dumb. That's the small one. Like, pick up a cup.
Yeah.
You're gonna pick it up like this. Drink it like that, man. Small body parts matter. Shit, your eye is smaller than your arm, but I know you don't want to lose that. Small body parts matter and all body parts matter, you know? Because everything does its work for the fullness of the body. So, like the brother said, you're only as strong as your weakest link. Like he said, people are caught. Can you read that again?
It says, 1 Corinthians 11 and verse 30. It says, for this cause, many are weak and sickly among you, and many sleep.
Many sleep. Many are weak. Many are sickly, and many sleep, man. They're not attentive. All right? They're not at full health. They're not at full strength, man. They're not the best that they can be because what? They're not examining themselves. All right? They're not examining. You have to, and you got, when you examine yourself, you got to do it in truth. You know, I examined myself the other day. I'm doing all right. Nigga, you're not. Look at your lessons. Look, you know, how many lessons you get up? You know what I'm saying? How many chapters you read and actually like went into? You know, if you feel like you good, hey, I don't know what good is. What am I? You know? And then, yeah, we got this world and the distractions and things, but that's part of the fight. That's what makes this thing hard. That's what makes this thing worthy to be praised, man. It's not just given to you. All right? You have to work for it. You got to work to level up. You feel me?
2 Corinthians 13 and 5. Examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves how that YAHAWASHI Mashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates.
Yeah, except you be void of judgment, man. All right? So you have to examine yourself. You have to. If you don't, and somebody else do, what's that going to cause? You to feel butthurt, and then before you know it, you back in the world because you felt some type of way. You know? That pride kicks in, man, which goeth before destruction. That's what this whole process is about, man. This whole process is about being humble. Like the brother you bringing out, having that contrite spirit. Being broken, man. Alright? Because somebody that's prideful, what? They're not thinking about being broken. They're like, I'm on the top of the mountain. Right? You know, they don't wanna come down and be at the level that others are at, man. Like we was talking about Esau. Here it is, Esau get rich, but here wear cheap ass clothes. Jake get rich and we buy expensive clothes. Or we'll be broken by expensive clothes, you know? But
the latter.
Like we were saying, Esau is setting that statement like, look, I'm still better than you. You can have money too, but I don't gotta show that I have money. Alright, you know I got money, basically. Right. But Jake is like, look, I ain't got money. I'm gonna show that I have money. Now you know that I got money.
That's a fact. Like him said that shit, he was like, I've been broke all my life. I ain't being humble, bro. It's time for me to shine. You gotta let motherfuckers know that you know what I'm saying, that you got money now.
Motherfuckers, I ain't playing.
You know? Which Esau is renowned for having wealth, you know, through the scriptures.
Yeah, like I remember they was getting on Kawhi Leonard because he got all that money, but he used coupons. So that's what they there for.
Yeah, he's still driving the same car that he was driving before he was in the NBA.
Yeah, that's clutch. That's clutch. I can't honestly say why he's doing it, but it seems humble as hell.
He said he still run.
Shit, he got the money to make that big shit at any time.
I mean, hey, it could hold some sentimental value to it, you know? It could have been the first car he had. It could have been the first car he bought, the first car he paid for. You You know, could have been given from his grandfather or something. You don't know. But just because he got money, you would, you know, ridicule him for having the same car. Yeah, he can keep that car, but he can buy a new one. Yeah, he want to drive that one.
NBA champion, you know he got it.
Exactly.
Like, fuck. So, back in Corinthians.
Like, no, you good, bad. Just because you have enough to get something doesn't mean you have to get what you want. You know what I'm saying? You can feed yourself here and there, you know? You can get things you want here and there, but you don't always have to get it, you know?
Well, 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 30, it says, "For this cause many are weak and sickly among you, and many sleep. For if we would judge ourselves, we should not be judged."
For if we judge ourselves, we should not be judged, man. But once you, like I said, once you get judged, you feel some type of way. Now can't nobody tell you nothing. Oh, you think you know my life? You think you know my plight? Your life ain't hard as mine, all that. Shut the fuck up. We all fighting. We all trying to make it. We all going through hell. Hey, we all on child support if another brother's on child support now. What the fuck? Because if fucking state taking all his money, you gotta help that brother out. You on child support too. If we a body. Therefore, if you claim to be part of the body, if you get judged, don't get all hurt about it, man. Trying to make you better. Alright? Trying to get you prepared to come through that, to go through that fire, man. I hate saying they fucking Babylonian names. I'm gonna learn their Hebrew names, Lord willing. But you got Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, right? Now, when they was about to be thrown in that fire, you think they was just converted to the faith that day? They had been rocking with Daniel, so you know they was high level.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then I believe it was one of them. Name was Azariah, because he had a whole letter that he wrote, and he went in detail about it. You know what I'm saying? In the Apocrypha, he went in detail of what was happening and all of that. You know, because Daniel just say, yeah, it was thrown in the fire, and it's like, hold up, there's somebody else in there with him, but he was telling you from his point of view. He's in there. You feel me? Like, but that wasn't just, that was a process, man. That prepared them for that. Like we read in Hebrews, and it says some roughly paraphrasing, they basically rejected salvation to have a better resurrection, man. They're like, I'm ready to die. Because I know once I come back, it's going to be all good. Then when you read about the mother and the 7 brothers, man, they like, look, man, you can do what you want. Hey, we dying for the law, we dying for the Lord. Once we come back, we know he got us, man.
Hotline after hotline.
Hotline after hotline. You know, it wasn't, and it was inspirational one by one, you know? Like, oh shit, hey, John went out like that, you know? Hey, my turn. See me? You got like, when I read that, that's how I look at it. Like, they was prepared, you know? Of course, they probably still had that fear, but it's like, what you gonna do? You at that moment that you've been preparing for, man. You at that moment. What was you doing all that for? Why was you doing 2 a days? In the heat, doing all that running, tackling through, all of this and that for you to say you don't want to play football. It don't make no sense. Somebody made me do it. Well, you should have acted like you was at practice. There's no point in doing all of the work and you don't want to reap the benefits of it, man. It's pointless. And you know what else it's going to cause? It's going to cause you not to do it in sincerity, man. Because it's like, I don't even care about the reward of it, so I'm just here. So when it comes to serving the Lord, if you really want salvation, you got to give your all, man. Because if you half-ass do it, you ain't even going to get a reward. Ain't no half-ass with the Lord. Like, you either want it or you don't. All right? He said he'd rather you be hot or cold. All right? Lukewarm he don't deal with, man. He don't deal with lukewarm, man.
Well, 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 13, it says, every man's work shall be made manifest, for the day shall declare it, because it shall be revealed by fire.
What day? What fire? fire of adversity. The day of the Lord, the day of Jacob's trouble, man. Hey, you got our people, they going about handling their business, doing their business. But for how long, man? Like the scriptures say, how long will you simple ones love simplicity? You actually think that this is life? Riding around on a Saturday, about to go wash your car or wash your car, playing your music and stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. You feel me? But are you investing? Are you investing in salvation? You know what I'm saying? Are you laying your treasures up in heaven, or are you worried about the things on this earth where moth and rust do corrupt, man? Our people's priorities is completely messed up. You can't judge them, you can't tell them nothing, they know everything, but they need your help. Why the fuck I need to help you if you got it all?
Matthew chapter 6.
Hey, like we said, just ain't got it like that.
Matthew chapter 6 and verse 33. It says, but seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you.
So, seek the kingdom of the Most High. Christians do that. We do that, right? But what does the next part say?
It says, and his righteousness.
What does that consist of? The law, statutes, and commandments. Your works. What are you going to show? How are you going to show it? A man may say that he had faith, but show me your faith without your works, and I'll show you my faith by my works, man. You seeking the kingdom, but you got to also seek the righteousness, man.
It says, and all these things shall be added unto you. Because what it was going into, you know, how he pretty much not taking thought for your life because he already got you.
Yeah.
So we don't have to sit and worry about things in this life. It says, seek the Most High, seek his kingdom and his righteousness, and you good.
And he ain't making it too hard.
Yeah, he's like, oh, you got one job. I'm gonna take care of you. You know what I'm saying? I gave you my instructions via through the prophets, via through the Holy Scriptures. All you got to do is follow what the Holy Scriptures say, and I got you.
Fear the Most High and keep this commandment. It's simple. It's not hard. Like the world makes it hard, but that's what makes it more worth it, man. Because it's not just given to you. It's not for everybody, and it's not for everybody. It's scarce. The spots are scarce. Supply and demand. That's what makes it a higher demand for the ones who really want it, because they really intend for it, man.
It says, for the righteous shall scarcely be saved. What should be the end of them that obey not the truth?
I'll make a man more precious than fine gold. It's like, they cool with being dross though. I'm gold plated. Like, they cool with being gold plated. They don't want to be pure gold, man. Check my outer appearance, man. Like, no. Like, if you're gold plated and I judge you like, hey, look, you ain't even pure gold. Oh, now you know. You got, hey, that's gold plated. Whether hits it, which whether is known for adversity, as a synonymous with adversity, it becomes tainted. It doesn't shine as well. And that real weather, which is going to be that fire, is going to get right through that drill. That iron that's underneath there, that half lead or whatever, and once you burn, it's going to separate that lead from that gold, and you're trying to make yourself a statue. It's just a little chalice of gold. In all reality, you know. You want to look good or be good, man.
Yeah. Sirach chapter 43 and 30. When you glorify the Lord, exalt him as much as you can. For even yet will he far exceed, and when ye exalt him, put forth all your strength.
Okay, because you're gonna constantly be, the Most High is gonna constantly try you, man. He's gonna constantly put you through something to prove your work. It says, for even yet will be far exceed. So, hey, like you said, brother, it was like, you know, you beat a demon this day. Like, all right, I got something for you tomorrow. you got to be ready for that. You got to be ready to, yeah, I'll be back. You got to be ready to take it to that next level, man.
The 300 beat Xerxes the first day. The war wasn't over. They knew they was coming back the next day. A whole new army.
Tonight we dying in hell. Like we're not done. And they marching. They marching towards it anyway. Like, hey, we got them. Get your rest, cause it's gonna be round 2.
What happened the first night? All those ships crashed and sunk to the bottom of the sea. And they woke up the next day, nothing but ships.
Right back. Second wave.
It says, and when ye exalt him, put forth all your strength, and be not weary, for ye can never go far enough.
Yeah, you can never, you don't know how much potential the Lord instilled in you, man. So you can't be like, I did enough, You can't do that. Like me, something that I'm trying is like not really planning to relax. Like plan to do things, just not plan to relax. Like I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna chill, and then I'm gonna go and do this. And like, no, I'm gonna just do. Of course that relax. I don't even want to call it relax, but that time is gonna come where you take a break, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? But hey, keep going, man. Like we be speaking about having that perfect day. You keep going. All right. Okay, I gotta do a lesson today. I gotta read this. I'm gonna read 3 chapters. You know what I'm saying? Go into a couple definitions. I'm gonna put up a lesson. Then I'm gonna relax. Then I'm gonna wake up. Like, just go, bro. I'm not making you or telling you, but that's something I'm trying is working out a little bit. I don't want to plan on time that I'm gonna chill. Like, it's gonna come.
So back in the book of 1 Corinthians 11, in verse 31, it says, for if we judge ourselves, we shall not be judged. But when we are judged, we are chastened of the Lord, that we should not be condemned with the world.
Yeah, so then when you're going to go through things, like we brought out, when you come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. So the things that you do or did, all right, you will be judged for it. But it's in a form of chastisement, that you won't be condemned with the world. that the Lord won't have to destroy you, man. All right? You can't be all, woe is me. Like, then what? Then you just gonna drown in that. You ain't gonna do nothing about it. But that's why you gotta examine yourself, man. All right? You gotta count the cost.
It's what it says in the book of Proverbs. It says, a righteous man falls 7 times and rises back up, but a fool falls into mission. You know what I'm saying? They give up spirit.
Yeah, it's over and done with.
The 1 John chapter 5 and verse 4. It says, for whatsoever is born of the Most High overcometh the world. And this is the big...
It's predestinated. It's predestinated. Been born again. You unlock what was within, so to speak. But that isn't, oh, I made it because I got it. Like, no, many are called, but few are chosen. You got to give diligence, man.
It says, for whatsoever is born of the Most High overcometh the world. And this is the victory that overcometh the world, even our faith. Who is he that overcometh the world, but he that believeth that YAHAWASHI is the Son of the Most High?
That's how you, it's not like it says, no name under heaven, no name other than, YAHAWASHI Mashiach. But if they call it on Jesus, they're not going to be saved by that name. It doesn't mean if you just call on it, you know what I'm saying, you good. You can go through, bro. You can go through. It doesn't mean if you just call on that name, you good. You can go kill somebody the day before and call on the name. No, it's a process. It's the work you got to put in, man. All right? You got to believe, but if you believe, then guess what? You're not a murderer. You're not a fornicator. You're not this, you're not that, I can speak about in Revelations, he that overcometh it give you that long list, man.
And there's things attached to that. There's things attached to believing in YAHAWASHI. It's like if you believe in Trump, you're not going to be a Democrat that believes in Trump. You know what I'm saying? When you believe in somebody, you believe in what they stand for, and you emulate emulate their actions, or if you could, you would execute it. You know what I'm saying? So if you believe in Yahawashi, that Yahawashi is the Son of Man, you believe that Israel is the only ones that can be saved, you believe that he's a redeemer for Israel, you believe that he is a Messiah, you believe that he's coming back to bring destruction on this place like the disciples wanted to know. It's more than just, oh, I believe, and shaking and shit, getting your hand and you just go back to being a demon, man. Because everybody that got healed by Yahawashi, you know, for the most part, he told them, go and sin no more. They believed on him. And in order to be healed, you got to believe. That's the first step. Once they believed, they got healed, he turned around and told them, go and sin no more. So there's things attached to believing. Okay? Repentance is the first step to even access that avenue.
This is back in 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 33. It says, wherefore, my brethren, when ye come together to eat, tarry one for another. And if any man hunger, let him eat at home, that ye come not together unto condemnation.
Yeah, like your brother bringing out, it's not a knowledge bowl. You know, look what I know, look what I know. Like, no, everybody eat accordingly, all right? But like it tells you, I didn't give you meat. You know, I had to give you milk. A brother that's just coming in, you ain't, yo, check out this Revelations 18. Check out Revelation 17, 9, 13. Like, no, like, it's not a problem. It's a process, man. It goes right back to that process, all right, of building them up. So you gotta tarry one for another. Doesn't mean you stop learning. You you already know what he knows, so you just chill out until he catch up with you. No, you just don't feed him. You know, so everybody can be. It can be a well-oiled machine.
It says, "In the rest will I set in order when I come." This is the book of 2 Timothy. 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 16. 1 and 17. It says, all scripture is given by inspiration of the Most High and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness, that the man of the Most High may be perfect, thoroughly furnished unto all good works. You know, so like the brother was going into, that we're supposed to set forth an example, right? When we're teaching somebody, it's not that they're not supposed to just learn what we learn and not supposed to want to increase. Because the scriptures, once we give the scriptures to you, the scriptures also tell you to seek your own salvation with fear and trembling. You know, so you have to continue to want to grow on your own too. You know, that's from the apostles down to us, and us down to brothers that are younger than us, man. You gotta continue to want to grow. That's how you far exceed, like the brother brought out in Ecclesiastes 43. What's the point of growth if you know that scripture? If you know that scripture, you know that there has to be a growth process.